Hello and good evening, everybody. Bloody hell, there's 11 of you in already. You waiting for me already, like you? Well, freaking hell, guys. I got loads to get through now. Right, on my own tonight. Nobody else around. Just me. Will Henry, the boring bastard, be here? No, I'm on my own. But there could be a nice little change coming up for Taff Live, and it could be a matter of I don't know, maybe doing it from Baramba, maybe introducing some very established guests, staff members of the club, directors of the club, possibly even players one day. We'll see. But I've got to get the clearance from old Kev Ward. So hello Nick. So hello Gareth. Hello Nick. Um, okay, so Joseph Friel is in. You've got a question for me tonight. I wrote them down this time. So I got Joseph Friel, Craig Owie, and Millwall T. We're going to be asking questions later. Start the stream, you double chin bastard. Oh, fucking hell. We're already off, aren't we, with the insults. Well done, Gareth Thomas, you bellend. Joseph Friel, you find that funny? 1 minute late. Oh my god, kill me now. Luke County is in, Labs is in, the usuals. Are you going to Malden if we beat Grimsby? Of course I am, absolutely. Do you think Wales will qualify? I think so. Yesterday was absolutely spot on. There's no way we're going to not beat Hungary in Cardiff. We have to. We simply have to. Am I going to the Wales game? I can't make it to the Wales game, unfortunately. Evening, Matthew. Evening, Sam, up the county to you too, mate. So we're 18 of you. This is quite a big turnout for the first couple of minutes, guys, and it's still going up. Nick Moore went to Crawley versus Morecambe. Only 98 Morecambe fans went. I was with them. All right, so you went in with the 98 Morecambe fans. That's a bit of a trek for them, isn't it? From the northeast of England all the way down to the southwest of England. Freaking hell. No, the south. No, the northwest of England all the way down to the south. All the way down to the southeast of England. Yes, sorry. Nassi Islam thoughts on bootleg. Are we talking about the Wrexham fan, Carl Phillips? If so, I think the guy's awesome. Chris J, we should get behind the boys on Wednesday, 100%. King on the bench, good for him, absolutely. Sad bastard, is that me or is that you? I think that's you. Mediate opinions on the grandstand. What's the grandstand, my friend? Evening Taff from Lee Colverson. How's it going, mate? Sam G, Nick Muller. I see you in every comment section. He's always there. Always there. Good man. Score predictions for Wednesday. We're going to win 2-0. Right then, so I've already caught up on your stuff, considering how many of you were in and how much I had to catch up on. That was crazy. So I've got some fantastic trivia for you tonight. I think you're going to enjoy this. But what I've got is very challenging, but at the same time, it's gonna get you thinking, guys. I know that much. I've got Joseph Friel, Craig Owie, and Millwall T, who've got to produce questions for me after I've delivered our trivia, and I will be doing a bit of a giveaway, guys. If Leanne would be ever so kind as to fetch in a sticker pack for me. Question number 4, as usual, will be a giveaway, and this giveaway is a sticker pack. So, Taff, why don't you sing at county games? Shut up, you bellend. Great fireworks show last night. We're talking there in Newport. I was watching the Wales game whilst all that was going on. Fried water, we had a great following to Azerbaijan, as we always do every away game. After the latest round of fixtures, who's your tips to go up in League 2? Surely Swindon will collapse and Harry will be crying. I don't know if Swindon will collapse unless Bradford do the smart thing and take Doyle back. I mean, Bradford will see Swindon as a direct rival for promotion. So if Doyle's scoring goals for Swindon, if they take him back, Swindon lose their goal scorer. And if they haven't got someone scoring their goals for them, how are they going to get them? They've got to go and find another striker who's going to score as many goals as Doyle. So Doyle then score goals for Bradford. Even if they don't use him, he'll be not scoring goals for a promotion rival. That, for me, if I was at Bradford, that's exactly what I would do. Opinions on aid bags. You have to elaborate on what an aid bag is. Weedy aid. Any giveaways tonight? As I just said. Gareth Thomas Will Toad. Yeah, well done. Rude Hullett. Yeah, well done. No guests tonight. No guests tonight. But next week we could be introducing someone new to Taff Live. It'll be a bit of a surprise, so we'll wait and see. Oh, there we go. Do we want to wave hello to them all? There's Leanne. Hello. She's gone. And there you go. That's what you'll win if you get question 4 right. It is a packet of Newport County stickers. Some of our last of our Series 2 stickers. So we've got, there's still some left on eBay, mind, if you want to buy them. But then we have got some Series 3 stickers on their way, guys. We will be releasing a new batch of stickers. A couple of the old favourites and some new designs as well. Yay, stickers. How old are you? You Gareth Thomas, you're starting to wind me up now, my friend. Why don't you fook off? Chris J, do you think we will take more away if we go up to League One? Personally, yes, because we'll get more support if we push on. If we get a big promotion push towards the end of the season, our support will go right up. Then we'll have some people sampling their first away trips of the season on the back of that support. So next season, yeah, they'll be up for doing more away games. So, yes, it's that knock-on effect for if you're doing well. I ain't taking part in stickers, Gareth, says Labs. There's not me there, mate. Who was your man of the match yesterday? For Wales was Harry Wilson, personally. You took part in fridge magnets. Oh, it was the rare badge. That's what everyone wanted. How many you reckon we will get on Wednesday in terms of attendance? I'd imagine we're going to get a good support, considering the FA Cup has been the thing that's given us our reputation the last couple of seasons. We got an opportunity to get into the third round again, yeah? You can never be too old for stickers, I say. No, especially when you get to stick them up in other people's stadiums and stuff like that, in different towns and cities. I've seen them, pictures of them all over the world so far. Unbelievable how far these stickers travel. What do you mean if we go up? We are going up. There we go. Kev Sharp. Kev Sharp is actually on the other side for once. How you going, Kev? Luke County, is Euro qualifying pointless? Some of the smaller teams are terrible. San Marino, Luxembourg. I like the Nations League because at least they get to play against each other, so they got a chance of winning some games. But to be honest with you, when you're as poor as them, yeah, I get where you're coming from. Do you think Wilson would be Liverpool? Will be at Liverpool next season? I think yes, especially if Shaqiri goes. Yeah, I think he's got to be utilised by Liverpool next year. The Leeson Trophy. Who did we get? Gareth Thomas. Taff would batter you. Oh, yes, I would. Doesn't matter who you are, I'd batter you. And who did we get? Did we Brighton under 21s? Sam G. Otherwise, they'll never play Luke County. Well, yeah, I suppose they won't. They won't play, will they? Kev Sharp is saying he's on the dark side. You got to get back on the light side, mate. Chris J, do you think we will go up to the Premier League eventually? Yeah, I'd say never, but it's quite unlikely, really, at the moment. I mean, is everyone going to go up? Eventually, we got to think. Is it right in saying that we could get there and nobody else could? Well, I'm not saying nobody else, but then think. There's 24 teams in our division. There's 24 teams in the division above and 24 teams in the division above that. That's how many teams we've got to go past to get into that Premier League. You know what I mean? And only 2 others out of all of them are going to eventually go up there with us if we ever get there. So it's a really, really tough ask to say Newport County to get in the Premier League. But never say never. Swansea would have said the same. Bournemouth would have said the same. Hull would have said the same thing. All coming from the bottom league to the top. So wait and see. So Dan Short is in from Dame Pool. How's it going, mate? I haven't seen you for a few weeks. Do you think Wilson will be dropped for Ramsey Tuesday? I don't know, really. I hope not Wilson, but Ramsey's got to play with Bale. 7G, when's the quiz? Usually I start it after about half hour in. Which 2 would have started front at Podge, Matt and Abrahams? I think you've got to look at Podge and Matt because of their most recent FA Cup success. They know what it takes to win an FA Cup match. So I would have to start them, but it's a difficult task to have to drop Abrahams because I rate him so much. Dan Shaw, you had a little rumour that Ryan Fraser going to Liverpool. Would you think there would be a swap deal with Harry Wilson? Potentially. Personally, I rate Ryan Fraser. Is he Liverpool standard? I suppose you never know until he plays there. So we'll see. I mean, apparently that is a rumour with a bit of traction, mind you. A lot of people are talking about that. Dan James almost had a banger, almost, but at least Wilson managed to get the ball into the net afterwards. Chris J, if we went at the League One, I will shove my dog down my throat. Fucking hell, what kind of dog you got, mate? Marcus Mayer's in, evening, mate. So Labs are singing the Abraham song. Sam G. So Sam G coming up with his own version of the LA. Well, I mean, it wouldn't be a new song. It would be an alteration to an existing song, I suppose. Colin Simmons is in. Hey, better late than never, Colin. How's it going? Gareth Thomas, Taff, I'm at the chippy, just seeing your grotty, greasy sausage fingers served with chips and fish cakes. Oh, good for you, mate. The insults are brilliant, mind you, and the banter is excellent. Good for you. You'll have your Shanta medal in the post, you absolute tool. Luke County, will Harris be a success at Cardiff? Neil Harris, I don't know. I would have thought Cardiff would have opted for someone with a little bit more experience. Personally, I know Mark Hughes was in the running for it. I'm actually quite surprised it wasn't Hughes in the end. I mean, if he wanted the job, if you're Cardiff, you've got to give him the job. It depends. Is it a cheap appointment? Are they looking for someone who's not going to take much wage? Neil Harris wouldn't have taken as much as Mark Hughes money-wise. Are they looking down the avenue that he's a good young manager who interviewed well? I don't know. I know there's quite a lot of Cardiff fans who aren't happy with the appointment, but it is what it is at the moment. You've got to make the most of what you got. And Neil Harris did well at Millwall, fair play. He was there for a few years, so I wouldn't say he's an inexperienced manager. He's just only managed one club before. He's never really been, at a particularly high level before. With Cardiff aiming to be at a high level. Marcus May, 2 county games I can actually go to in 1 week. I'm honoured. Book Saturday off to go to the game. So did you book this Saturday off to go to the game or next Saturday? Looking forward to Tiptree away. Gonna have to book a day off. We got to beat Grimsby first though, Joseph. Labs, I reckon Cardiff should have gone for Will Todd. Oh yeah, Will Todd. So I purposely made sure that he's not going to be in any answers of any questions for the trivia tonight. This Saturday, mate, 23rd. Ah, right, okay. Fair play, mate. Fair play. So then, guys, what else is there to talk about? What was the final score with Ireland and Holland in the end? I know it was 0-0 at half time, and after what's his name had glazed the penalty over the bar. No Robin either. Yeah, I know that was a tough one. That was a tough one, and I was about to give up on you, and you just got in there. I've still got your stuff here. It's just sitting over there in my living room. I still got your stuff. I got to take you up. So it was 0. So it finished 0-0 in the end. So that's a bloody good result for Ireland, isn't it? I think Holland would have been a bit upset with that result, to be honest. But hey ho, great result for Ireland. I think I'm going Grimsby. So, all right, you're going to the Grimsby game on Wednesday. What are we saying there? Right then. So if you're going to the Grimsby game, I can sort it right after the game then, can I? Happy days, happy days. So yeah, 4 great questions coming up, guys. I'm actually really tempted to just start the trivia now, but no, we'll stick to the rules. 30 minutes. So, Luke, I'm glad you brought this up. Grimsby have got no manager at the moment, which is potentially a worry for me personally, because if they've got no manager, then the players, if they got no manager, then usually caretakers tend to get decent results. If they've got a new manager just come in, players usually step things up because they want to look good for their new manager so they can get their starting spot. So it's a strange one. It's a really strange one. I mean, I'd have preferred them to have sacked him after we beat them. But, hopefully, we come good on it. Right then, so Grimsby apparently looking at Hatswell. That's a strange one, isn't it? I wouldn't have thought Hatswell's in the running for the Grimsby job, personally. Rob Whittington, more importantly, who was favourite to win I'm a Celebrity? Ian Wright. Gotta be Ian Wright. Kevin Nolan is a strong favourite to go to Grimsby. That would be a good appointment for them. Hopefully they don't make that appointment until after we've beaten them. He'll win every vote like Redknapp, let's be honest. Ian Wright, as long as he's Ian Wright, the Ian Wright we know and love, then yeah, you've got to make him favourite. Paul Dixon is in. How's it going, mate? Hope you keep him well, as all of you. So we're over 20 viewers at the moment. Only 6 likes so far. How about we get the thumbs up going? Because the more thumbs up that we get, the more it helps the channel and the amount of revenue that we bring in. So, bloody hell, it's actually just dropped. What? Went from 6 down to 5, guys. What's going on? Back up to 6. Here we go. Come on, let's get them up. Let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah, you're doing good, guys. You're doing very good. So, we're on we passed the 15-minute mark. We got 15 minutes until the trivia will start. Prize is a Newport County sticker pack, although we're going to try and make it a bit more football neutral with the prizes in the future. If we get the subscribers, and if we get the subscribers and we get the what's the word, the viewers, and the revenue goes up, then every month we could maybe have a look at doing a £10 FIFA Ultimate Team FIFA points giveaway. Like a £10 FIFA points gift card. Marcus May, is that rain we can hear in your background? No, it's my laptop. It's just sitting just by there. I'm currently 3-0 up at half time against Maidstone, and I was going to wait until I finish this before I actually turn it off. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually kick off my second half and let you know how I get on. Beating Maidstone in the Carabao Cup, they got promoted. So I'm going to tell them I'm very pleased with their performance and kick the second half off. And that way, I can then stick it down then after I save it. Right then, also we've got a few comments now. Paul Dixon, how many do you think will be in attendance on Wednesday with the game on TV? Hopefully loads. Hopefully, because it's the FA Cup. Because it's the FA Cup, and because we got the lowest ranked team left in the cup then as well, even though it's away, that gives us a great chance of getting into the next round, into the third round, into the big one with the big boys. EW Labs, well, my family cat had to be put down. Oh, sorry, mate. So not the best of moves, but Rude Hood is getting the spirits up. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, mate. I mean, from someone who's had a pet die a couple of times before, it's absolutely heartbreaking. Not a nice thing at all, mate. So I'm just making my substitutions. I call them snubs because the way I see it, if you're taking a player off, you're snubbing them. I don't know, I might be talking shit. It's me, so I usually do anyway. So there we go. Here we go. I'm winning 4-0. I may as well just make all my subs at once and just let it play out. Luke County, you think Maloney scoring a hat-trick is pushing for the start? Yes. I think he is pushing for a start, although he's not, for me, in his general play, he's not impressed me that much. But if he can score goals like that, yeah, get him on. Do you ground hop when Newport are not playing? Sometimes I got to watch Merthyr. Otherwise, I might see a Parks game or something like that. Or usually at this time of year, though, it has to be making the most of the opportunity to get some Christmas shopping done. That's what I've been doing this year. Is that Football Manager? It absolutely is, mate. Yes, Football Manager. If you pre-order it, you get access to the beta version a couple of weeks before it comes out. The official release is actually this coming Tuesday. So there we go. Finished 4-0. I'm going to kiss their asses for them because they did good. And then I can save the game and pop my laptop down. Good win, boys. Well done. Blah, blah, blah. There we go. Wait for the thing to do its thing. Would you start Abrahams and Maloney on Wednesday? It's difficult. Podge and Matt are the ones who've done well in the cup in the past, So it's tough to drop one of them. Although it's equally tough to drop Abrahams, you shouldn't have to drop Abrahams, like, you know. Will Bale be gone from Madrid in January into where? I don't think so, because this whole Bale thing with Madrid has been going on for a couple of years now. If he was going anywhere anytime soon, it would have happened by now, but you can't count it out. Depends. I mean, apparently Real Madrid want to go in for Sterling and want to offer Bale as part of that. Who else was it they were looking at going after? Um, there was one from Man City, and I think there was one from Tottenham. I think they were after looking to leverage Bale as well. Marcus, man, I'm getting Football Manager Mobile. Have you got the beta version? I have. I haven't picked up on any bugs, except for the fact that it's my 4th season. I'm just starting now, and I still haven't got promoted from League Two. Narrowly missed out on playoffs twice and lost in the playoff final once. I know it. Whenever I get into a good bit of momentum, it football manages me in a similar way as what FIFAing does to you, where you have like 30 odd attempts at goal to their 3, and they beat you 3-0. They have 3 attempts at goal, 3 on target, and score 3. You have 30 attempts at goal, 15 on target, say, and score none. That happens a lot, and conceding late equalisers when you can only score the 1 goal to go 1-0 up. That fucking does me. So yeah, and then you get like your good players underperforming and stuff like that. But winning 4-0, I'm not used to scoring 4 goals in a game, so hopefully that's a good start for me for the coming season. Back to reality now, though. Do you think Wales can win next week? Yes. I can't see it going any other way. Wales are going to win. There we go. That's saved, Nate. Pop it down. Move out the way so you guys haven't got to listen to it. There we go. All sorted. Right then. So obviously talking about your cat there, no, it isn't not easy, obviously, so got to get through it with the county. And I find the county have helped me through some hard times, mate, so you'll find that it'll be a healer for you, especially on Wednesday when you get to bounce around with the boys. Rob Whittington, thoughts on West Ham not winning a game since visiting the parade? It's the curse of the parade, maybe. Maybe that's something that's new this year. Marcus, mate, Ismail Yakubu has gone to Merthyr on loan. Yep, I've seen that. That's brilliant. Merthyr got a hell of a player there. Hopefully he's still got it. Any thoughts on Rob Whittington being a very cracking player? What's a player? Luke Baller de Gilbert, hi guys. Is it really Luke? Labs, Wales, Golf, Madrid, Wales, Golf, Madrid. Loving it. I think that's brilliant. Sammy G, Nick Muller, hi. Oh, having a little high moment between yourselves, are you? Happy days. So unlucky, mate, keep at it, yeah. Well, I'd say I had Danny Mayer last year and he was one of my worst performing players. That pretty much sums it up. I got a feeling that once the update for the actual game comes in, when they fix all the bugs and everything like that, it may level things out a little bit. Paul Dixon, great news about Ammon signing till 2022. It's a big call to give a long contract to a player of his age. Or is this long-term view for him to take over as player manager from the club? Well, maybe he may become a coach one day. I don't know. Maybe it's just a matter of fact that we've got so much energy in him now that in a couple of years he'll still have that energy, and he'll still be banging goals in for us till 2022. Come on, report. Let's get these Brighton boys. Well, it'd be good if we can obviously get through and advance in this competition, because if you get through the group stages, that's when things start getting real. That's when the money starts getting good and everything like that. So yeah, we want to make money out of it if we can, but without playing our best players in it. Bolton are at negative points after winning this weekend. Can they stay up? Nope, not going to happen. Connaughton was Gerwin Price 2-1 up in the darts final. Good for him, Welshman. We've always had the odd good Welsh darts player like Sean Palfrey. We've had Richie Burnett as well. Hopefully Gerwin Price is the next one. Kobe UK, yeah, I can't wait to go to Grimsby, Luke. Oh, Kobe UK, I know you aren't, eh? Piss off. Sammy G, why are you talking about darts? Colin Simmons is a footy streamer. That's alright. It's alright. We can talk about darts, especially when it's a Welsh player. I reckon Grimsby should go for David Lewis. Who's David Lewis? AA stands for Amber Army. It also stands for Alcoholics Anonymous, which is pretty much what we are as well. we'll be restocking the polo shirts. We got plenty of them left. We just haven't got any in. I think it's 2 sizes we're out of. I think we're out of smalls or larges, either one of them. Chris J, Flinny's at the wheel. Oh, I'm not actually a fan of this chant, to be honest with you, but then for fair play, you've done good there. That's a good effort, Chris. That is a good effort. I'm just not a fan of that particular chant. So there we go. I tell you what, guys, 25 minutes in, right? How about we go straight to the trivia? If I get 3 yeses, then we're doing it. Oh, the Katie in the community, David Lewis. Ah, right, okay. Good guy, David is actually. I like David. So should we go straight into the trivia, because I got my 4 questions, and then we've also got Jason. Well, Joseph is the only one of the 3 that's in. So if we got 2 people that want to, well, we got our yeses, so there we go. I'm going to jump into it. But if Craig Hoey and Millwall T don't turn up in time to give us their questions, then I'm going to give the floor to somebody else. But Joseph, you're still here, so you get to do the first question tonight. But my 4 first, yes? Yes, here we go. Right then, so this is the prize for question number 4, guys. Cheeky sticker pack. Gotta love it. Right then. Question number 1. Name the 4 Pauls, so 4 people whose first name is Paul, who have won a Premier League winners' medal. So there's four players called Paul who've won a Premier League winners. Remember that, Premier League winners' medal. So who are they? So we've got Paul Lambert is incorrect. Paul Parker is correct. So well done, Rob. You got the first one. Paul Parker, 3 to go. Scholes is correct. Merson is incorrect. Gobbett, well done. That's correct. Nope. Piss off, Weedy. So yeah, Scholes. So we got Scholes. We got Parker. Ince. Yeah, well done, Nick. Ince. So that's 3 of 4. The 3 I knew you'd get, you've got. Who is the 4th one? Who I don't think you're gonna get. Fuck off with Will Todd. Hullett. Yeah, well done. Nick, they're never gonna let that. They're never gonna live that down. They're never ever gonna live that down. Gascoigne is incorrect. Gascoigne is incorrect. So, Paul Kunchelskis. No, that's, you're thinking of Andrei Kunchelskis, and it's Paul Konchesky. Paul Konchesky didn't. And Kunchelskis did, but his first name wasn't Paul. So, Sam G, yes, they're the 3 that everybody's got. Who are the 4 Pauls who've won a Premier League winners' medal? So 4 players called Paul have won a Premier League winners' medal. There is 1 more, and I don't think you're gonna get it. I really don't. Paul Silverthorne, my cousin. No, I have actually got a cousin called Paul Silverthorne. Funny enough. Welsh gamer Paul Pogba. No, Paul Pogba. And as long as he's at Man United, he never will. Colin Simmons says Paul Jones. Unlucky, not a bad shape, but nope, not Paul Jones. Smith is incorrect from Sam G. So there's 25 of you in, only 8 of you have liked this stream at the moment. Come on, guys, get the likes up. Let's see if we can get the likes past 20. And I might let a 4th person give us a question if they want. Paul Robinson is incorrect, but that's not a bad shape, actually. It's not a bad shape, but it's incorrect. Think of earlier Premier League. One of the earlier Premier League. Henry, well done. Earlier Premier League, guys. Paul Bear. Oh, bloody hell. So, this is going to take some time, isn't it? This is going to take some time. Paul, who's won the Premier League. Paul Heyman is incorrect. When will Newport play in the Premier League? Who knows? Soon, maybe. Paul Robson. Nope, incorrect. Right then. When I say think early Premier League, think of the 2nd ever team to win the Premier League. So omelette. There we go. Labs, well done, Labs. And always count on Labs, can you? Paul Warhurst during his time with Blackburn Rovers in 1995. Yes, Paul Warhurst won a Premier League winners' medal. So bend over. Hi everyone, sorry I'm late. Yeah, we've really missed you, mate. Really, really missed you. So Paul Ince, Paul Parker, Paul Scholes and Paul Warhurst. So there we go. Google is good. Yes, Google is very, very good. But that would have been a tough one to Google. No, that's okay, Ben. That's okay. Right then, question number 2 then, guys. Who was the first American, so from the US of A, the first American to score a Premier League hat-trick? Who was the first American, so from USA, to score a Premier League hat-trick? And then afterwards, we'll work out who he played for at the time. Nice to see the likes fly up. Ah, you've all got it. And the first person to get it was Luke County. Fair play, Luke. Dempsey. It was Clint Dempsey, correct. But who was he playing for at the time? Who was he playing for at the time? Here we go. Labs coming in. So fair play. Callum Whittington said it first, actually. So Clint Dempsey, Waltzy was at Fulham. Yes, Fulham. So yeah, that was an easy one for you guys, wasn't it? Fair play. Right then. Question number 3. Who was the only member of England's 2014 World Cup squad who didn't play in England? Who was the only member of England's 2014 World Cup squad who didn't play in England at the time? Hart is incorrect. I believe that was when he was still at Man City. He was either still at Man City or he'd gone on loan somewhere, like West Ham or something like that. So Eric Dyer is incorrect. Hargreaves is incorrect. Beckham is incorrect. Cole is incorrect. Gerrard is incorrect. Cole's incorrect. The only member of England's 2014 World Cup squad who wasn't playing in England at the time. This is a tough one, mine, guys. I'm not expecting wouldn't play for England. Wouldn't pay England if you paid me to. I wouldn't play for them at all. No chance. Nothing against England if there's any English in here, but I'm Welsh and I'd only ever play for Wales. So, the only member of England's 2014 World Cup squad who didn't play in England at the time. So, the reason why there's no one saying anything right now is because Sam G, who got it in just before Labs, has got it right. It was Fraser Forster. And Labs has got the team as well. It was Celtic. So it was Fraser Forster. Fraser Forster was playing for Celtic at the time. So, well done. And now, bloody hell, that was bloody quick, wasn't it? Bloody quick. And that was really, really quick. But this is the tough one now. This is the toughest question that I've got. This here, if you get it, Google, I think Google got that one again, mate. Yes. There we go. This here is the sticker pack. 75 stickers in there, usually costing you £2. Usually costing you £2 to buy on eBay. They're going to be yours if you can get this one right before I give you any clues. So there's Labs, get off your laptop. Yeah. It gets quite competitive between you lot now, doesn't it? It's great to see. So the usual question for one is a who am I? Because these you cannot Google. You cannot Google this. You've got to have pure football knowledge to get this. So, I was a teammate of Paolo Di Canio, David Ginola, David Seaman, Gary Speed, and Gustavo Poyet. Who am I? So, as a teammate of Paolo Di Canio, David Ginola, David Seaman, Gary Speed, and Gustavo Poyet. Labs, you're screwed. I think everyone's screwed on this one because I don't think anyone's going to get it unless you do some serious Googling. So John Hartson is incorrect, although looking at it, that could have been not a bad shout really, except actually Hartson would have played with David Seaman, yeah, and would have played with Gary Speed. So yeah, that's not a bad shape. You ticked a few boxes there, Welsh Gamer, but unfortunately it's not correct. All right. I've just been given an instruction, Luke, you need to collect your baubles. So you have to hurry up and get your baubles before Leanne gives them to somebody else. Now, I'm only joking, she won't do that. But right then, so Will Todd is incorrect. Bergkamp is incorrect. Kevin Ellison is incorrect. Lampard is incorrect. Gibson is incorrect. So, bloody hell, you gave up pretty quick there, Leon, didn't you? Glenn Johnson, that's not a bad shite actually, but it's incorrect, mate. But it's not a bad shite. So I suppose Poyet at Chelsea, maybe? No, he wouldn't have played Poyet at Chelsea. But Glenn Johnson, well, maybe just caught Seaman just before he retired, maybe. Maybe would have caught Pedro Di Canio at West Ham just as he broke through. Is that now too early for me, this one? Oh no, you've got to do some big Googling here, mate. Get onto the Google, mate. Get onto the Google. Next question. No, it's not happening, mate. You got to get this one. If you want to get the stickers, you got to get this one. Michael Owen is incorrect. Ian Wright is incorrect. Ashley Cole is incorrect. Koeman is incorrect. Have I got to start giving you some clues now, have I? So Ian Beale, well done, correct. Nope. So Ian Wright, no. Joe Cole, no. Not a bad shot on Joe Cole, though. Not a bad shot at all. Come on, guys. So who's Stuart Highway? Never heard of him. Never heard of Stuart Highway. So Lampard is incorrect. Beresford is incorrect. Have I got to give a clue? Crespo incorrect. Clivert incorrect. Do you need a clue, guys? Right, I'm offering clues. If I've got to give a clue, the stickers go, unfortunately. If I've got to give a clue, the stickers go. Phil Babb is incorrect. So as soon as 5 people say yes, a clue, like Leon has just done there, as soon as 5 of you say you want a clue, then the sticker pack goes, and I got to give you a clue. So Alan Shearer is incorrect. So we got 4 people wants a clue. Bendover's calling someone a clue, so that doesn't count. So at the moment we got 4 people wanting a clue. Desai is incorrect. Well, not a bad shout on Desai. So yeah, that's enough people wanting a clue. Okay then, so what I'm going to give you now is the teams he played at with these players, right? So the players were Pedro Di Canio, David Ginola, David Seaman, Gary Speed and Gustavo Poyet. So he played with Pedro Di Canio at West Ham. He played with David Ginola at both Newcastle and Tottenham. He played with David Seaman for just England. He played with Gary Speed for both Newcastle and Bolton, and played with Gustavo Poyet at Tottenham. So that's your clue. Well, that's a big bloody clue, that is, really, isn't it? So it was West Ham with Pedro Di Canio. It was Newcastle and Tottenham with David Ginola. So Owen Hargreaves is incorrect. Rob Lee is incorrect. Nolan is incorrect. He played for England with David Seaman. He played for Newcastle and Bolton with Gary Speed, and he played at Tottenham with Gus Poyet. And whoa, hold on a minute, Carrick is incorrect, and Regan CC, well done, mate, is Les Ferdinand. That is correct. Les Ferdinand was the correct answer for that one. So well done, Regan. Unfortunately, no sticker pack on this one because rules are rules. If you get given a clue, you lose the giveaway. And enough people wanted the clue, so the giveaway was taken away. So so the rest of them, like Carlton Palmer and Nolan, all incorrect. So Google, if someone thinks that I was Googling, I don't think it was. I almost guessed Les Ferdinand at the start. Oh yeah, you're just saying that, labs, I reckon. So there you go. Les Ferdinand is the one. Les Ferdinand is the correct answer for that one. I told you it would be a tough one. I know you kept saying that it was all easy. So you kept saying it was going to be a tough one. You said the first three were easy, but this one was always going to be tough. This one was always going to be tough. So you genuinely thought Rio, then Les. Well, there you go. 7-3 to Price in the darts. Come on, the Welshman. Happy days. I don't even watch darts, but I just want to see Wales winning anything, really. So Matthew Marsden's got a question. So I'll tell you what, Joseph Friel was one of the three that were going to be given questions. So Joseph gets the first one. I'll tell you what, Matthew, you can get the second one. And then whoever says that they've got a question next, bend over. Oh, bloody hell, can I ask a question? Not really, mate. Let's get a serious one from someone. The next serious person that says that they've got a question for me. So Colin Simmons has got one. There we go. Colin will do it then. So the third one will be Colin. So we've got Matthew, Colin, and go on in, Paul. We'll stop for 4 then, so we will have Paul as well. So the first one is Joseph Friel, if he's still here. If Joseph Friel is still here, you've got 30 seconds to say that you're going to give me the question. If not, then we'll have to move on to Matthew, and then we'll move on to Colin, and then we'll move on to Paul. And then if we have got time, I'll get one more from you. Can you stump me? Can you stump me? So Leon has got one. So if Joseph is not here, there we go. Joseph's here. Just about, mate. Go on then. Joseph first. Joseph, go on. We're gonna have Joseph's question next. Then we're gonna have Matthew's. Then we're gonna have Colin, and then we're gonna have Paul. So I got 4. You got 4. Maybe we'll do 4 from there on. What match holds the record for being the highest scoring UK Cup final? That's a good question, actually. I can't help but think this is going to be back in like the 40s or something like that. But the highest scoring UK Cup final, I'm gonna give you one answer, and if I don't get this one right, I'm gonna have to call it on that, because this is the highest scoring cup final that I can think of myself. So I'm going to say this is going to be from 2006, Liverpool West Ham 3-3. That's going to be the one that I think it is. Oh, bloody hell. What did City do last year? How many did they stick on Watford in the end? And it is, as Paul says, it is a good question. It's a very, very good question. So that final was 6-0, so that won't beat one that was already 6 goals. So Joseph, yes, I'm saying Liverpool versus West Ham 2006 3-3. I'm probably wrong. I know I'm more than likely wrong, but that's the only one. So it's not Man City. So I'll take it that I'm not correct either. Yeah, that is a good question. That's a really, really tough question. So I give up, mate. If it's not the answer I gave, then I give up. Not as modern as you would think. Yeah, so I'm thinking it's going to be like from back in the day a bit, like, so yep, I give up on that one, mate, because I won't think of any other cup finals other than that one. So yeah, you stumped me. Well done, Joseph. You've stumped me on that one. So if you guys want to elaborate on that one with Joseph, and so someone's saying the Rangers were in it, so it's obviously Scottish League. That's why you said UK, and I had a little think about that, because if it had been in England, you'd have said England. So right, I'm going to leave you guys to it on that one, I think. So Joseph's saying that Rangers were in it. I don't know. Feel free to chip in wherever you want, guys, and ask. But apparently Rangers has won Scottish League Cup. Yeah, so I don't know. Paul doesn't know. And I don't think, I just asked Alexa and even she doesn't know. That's a good one, that is. Well done. Well done. Right then, so go on in, Joseph. Put us out of our misery, mate. Go on. And then we'll move on to Matthew for his question. I'll tell you what, Matthew, pop your question. Start typing your question up now. Joseph is going to give us the... so Celtic 7, Rangers 1. Right. Happy days. Celtic 7, Rangers 1. What year was that in then, mate? I have to remember that one. That's a good one. That's a real good one. So Matthew, start typing your question up now. Right then, I played with Chris Coleman, Jussi Jääskeläinen, David Ginola, Neville Southall, Ian Rush. Who am I? I think Neville Southall and Ian Rush. No, yeah. That's thrown me a bit now, because I was going to say Jason McAteer then, because I thought he would have played with Chris Coleman at Blackburn. He would have played with Jussi Jääskeläinen at Bolton, but no, he started at Bolton, so that would have been wrong. Chris Coleman could be Fulham, maybe. Fulham, Blackburn. So Jussi Jääskeläinen, whoever it is, has got to have played for Bolton. They would have had to have played for Bolton. And David Ginola means it would have been Villa, Newcastle, or... So Villa, Newcastle, or Tottenham if it was Ginola. Neville Southall means he could have been Welsh. Ian Rush means he could have been Welsh, actually, so he wouldn't, and same with Chris Coleman, actually. Is it Gary Speed? I'm going for Gary Speed on that one. I'm going for Gary Speed. I don't know about the Welsh football has some funny scores. Yeah, I think so. So some are saying Hartson, some are saying Ratcliffe. Luke, can I have a signed shirt? Yeah, Luke's got plenty. So Regan thinks Speed. I think Speed. Dean Saunders could be a good shout, actually, but Idago Johnson, Dean Saunders, not Gary Speed. So Matthew Marston says it's not Gary Speed. Wow. That's thrown me right off. I'm sure Gary Speed's played with every single one of them, though, haven't he? So Gary Speed, unless he didn't play with Ian Rush or something, or maybe it was Neville Southall. David Ginola. I've had to scroll back so I can have a look at that. So Chris Coleman, Jussi Jääskeläinen, David Ginola. So yeah, so whoever it is had to have played for Bolton. They would have had to have played for Bolton, because Jääskeläinen only really played for Bolton. Ginola means he would have had... Oh, fucking hell. That's tough then. If that's not Speed, that's tough. That's really hard, that is. But I'm sure Speed has played with all of them. I'm sure he have. I'm sure Gary Speed has played with every single one of them players. Because Gary Speed would have played with Ian Rush at Newcastle as well. So if it's not Gary Speed, I'm done on that one. I wouldn't know. So let's catch up on that. So do you want a clue? Go on in. Let's clue it up. Let's go for a clue. Because that's a bloody difficult one. Because if that's not Gary Speed, then That's friggin' tough. Yes, go for a clue. So, so, Le Gary Linker, Le Gary Linker. Well done, Nick. Keep coming out with these belters, mate. I would have thought that was Gary Speed though. That freaking hell. Can't be right about everything, I guess. Come on, Matthew. Where's our clue, mate? It's going to bug me now. Come on. All right, and he's an English midfielder. Oof. Oosh. Oosh, oosh, oosh. English midfielder. If he's an English midfielder, who do you played with Neville Southall? Neville Southall was mainly Everton, wasn't he? Let's go back. Let's go back. So it would have been Everton with Southall. Would have been possibly Newcastle with Russian Ginola. Possibly Newcastle with Russian Ginola. Possibly. An English midfielder. Neville Southall would have been Everton. Chris Coleman would have been. Is it Rob Lee? Robert Lee. Let's go back down. So Nolan. It's not going to be Nolan. Not going to be Scott Parker. Not going to be Kevin Davis. I'm saying Rob Lee. I'm saying it's Rob Lee. Robert Lee. No, it's not Rob Lee. Ah, you bastard. Bollocks. English midfielder. Oh my god. That's going to do me in, that is. Big time. English midfielder. English midfielder. No, I'm done on that one. Sorry, mate. I'm giving up. It doesn't look as though anybody else is even trying anymore, mate. So go on and give us the answer. That's twice I've been done now. I don't like this. I better bloody win the other. Or Beardsley. I think that's a fucking good shake. That is. It is Beardsley, isn't it? It's Beardsley. Yeah. Well done, Colin. I know. I reckon that is Beardsley, isn't it? Beardsley. It would have been Everton. Yep. It would have been Liverpool, and it would have been Newcastle. And I'm sure he went to Bolton, didn't he? He ended it all at Bolton. I'm sure. I think Beardsley is the one, Colin. I think you've got it. I think you've nailed it, mate. Yep, it's Peter Beardsley. Well done, Colin. Well done, mate. That's freaking awesome. That's an awesome answer, that is, mate. Well done. So, yeah, well done, Matthew. So I believe it's Colin's go now, isn't it? Isn't it, Colin, and then Paul? So go on in, Colin. Where's your question, mate? Let's have it. I've got to get this one right, and then I've got to get Paul's right. Yeah, clap with the hands there. Well done, Colin. That's a bloody awesome answer, that is. That was a tough one, mind you. Well done, Matthew. I really like them questions. The ones that really make you think. You can't cheat on them questions either. You can't go to Google to get it. So, yep, Colin, it's your question now, mate. Your question. And then, Paul, get yours ready. Get yours ready and ready to go. Because I want to smash these two. I want to smash them. Name three Welsh internationals who played for Juventus at the... Who played... All right. So three Welsh internationals who played for Juventus. Three Welsh internationals who played for Juventus. So one is obviously Ian Rush. Another one is obviously Aaron Ramsey. Mark Hughes never ever went there. It was Barcelona Mark Hughes went to, wouldn't it? Who's another Welshman who went to Juventus? So John Charles. John Charles. Got to be John Charles. Don't think any others have ever gone as far as that. Let's have a look what everyone else is saying. So others are saying John Charles, Ian Rush, Aaron Ramsey. So Colin Simmons says, yep, there we go. John Charles, Ian Rush, and Aaron Ramsey. Here we go. Paul Dixon, your question before we wrap this stream. Been going for nearly an hour as well. Leanne will be kicking my ass. We got to get ready to watch the opening of I'm a Celeb soon. Bloody hell. So, So good question, Colin. I know that I did like that question. There's not that many people who would have actually got that. You know, it's only because the people who come in here, the ones who stay for the trivia, are the ones who know their football, and that's why they're here, because they like to answer these kind of questions. Just glad I got one right. Aye. So I'm looking forward to Paul's question if he got one. And then if I get Paul's as quickly as I got Colin's, then Leon, you can go for one. Who did Wenger take over from at Arsenal in 1996? Was it Bruce Rioch? I believe it was Bruce Rioch. Luke Baller to Gilbert, can I have a small question? How about what's the size of Weedy's dick? There you go. And Paul Dixon, spot on. Thank you very much. Bruce Rioch, I got it. Boom, boom, boom. Yes. And go on in. Leon, you can pop your question in now. Pop your question in. Go for it. Thank you for that, Paul, because not many people had that right. Not many people did. A lot of people thought it was George Graham. I knew Rioch was one of the last managers before Wenger. I wasn't sure if there might have been someone else between him and Wenger, but I went for Rioch and I got it. Happy days. So small question. Size of Weedy's dick, mate. That's a small question. Thanks to the new FIFA commentators, I knew that. Well, they do tell some stories on there, don't they? So is Leon there to give us a question? I'm going to give him until the 57-minute mark to say yes, and then if he doesn't come in, then we're going to start saying our goodbyes, guys. I'll tell you what. If Leon doesn't come in and say he's got a question by the 57, yes, there we go, just in time, mate. It's literally just gone 57 now. So Leon, go on. Give us your question, mate, and then we're going to wrap things up. We'll have Leon's questions. We'll have Leon's question, I mean. He's underage, Taff, bit weird. What are you on about? Someone's in this stream and they're answering questions. How gay are, for fuck's sake? Piss off, Leon. I'll tell you what, who else asked for a Welsh Gamer? Go on in, Welsh Gamer. You go for it, mate. And if you ask something stupid, because Leon now doesn't get the opportunity to ask a question again now. But Welsh Gamer, have at it, my friend. Taff's Sausage Fingers has a question. Yeah. I bet you it's got something to do with these bad boys, haven't it? Yeah? How about fuck off? Go on in, Welsh Gamer. The floor is yours. Waiting for your question. Come on. Labs, I know you've got one. I know you've got one. Maybe I'll get one from you next week. I'm already going to start working on who I'm going to have ask questions next week. Right, and which Premier League manager lasted the least amount of time before getting the sack? I'm going to go with Frank de Boer. I'm going to go with Frank de Boer. And I'll tell you what, just as I said that, Regan comes up with de Boer. I'm saying Frank de Boer. And I'm going to start writing down who I'd like to see ask some questions next week. So is Frank de Boer correct? Oh, it's wrong. It's wrong. Oof. Oof. All right then. Who's... So it's Premier League. It's definitely Premier League then. Getting the feeling that something happened with someone before and they got sacked within like a couple of weeks or something. can't think. I can't think. Can't think. No. 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 No, I'm gonna have to give up on that one, mate. I'm gonna have to give up on that one. Give us the answer, mate, and then we'll start wrapping things up. And we're gonna have. Right then. Les Reed at Charlton. Bloody hell, that's a tough one. I don't even know who Les Reed is. Jeez. All right, mate. Thanks for that. Well, it's stumped me. Fair play to you. Yep, stumped me. Right then. So, next week's questions. I've got 4 of you now. 4. 4 for you. I've got, and I'll tell you what, someone who's been giving us some good answers. Regan, I'd like you back next week to ask a question, if you wouldn't mind. Welsh Gamer just stumped me. I want you to try and stump me again. Luke County, where are you? We'll have Luke County with a question for next week. And we'll also have Matthew Marsden again, yeah, as he just said there, he wants to ask another one. I wanna actually beat you guys now. So Welsh Gamer and Matthew, I want to beat you both. So you four will be asking me the questions next week. If the likes of Bend Over and Taff's Sausage Fingers and all the other wankers want to come back with a serious name next time, then yeah, maybe I might get you to ask a question. But oh, Labs, I'll tell you what, go on in, let's make it 5. Labs, you can ask one as well. Go on in. We'll have 5 off you next week. And what we'll do it on the sort of 25-minute mark again. And I'll try and see if I can make my questions as easy as I can so I can get yours in. So yeah, there you go. You 5 come back with questions next week for us. And we may be at a different location with some different guests next time. So make sure we see you guys next week. Could do with some more moderators. So if anybody wants to put themselves forward to potentially be a moderator, I mean, if we're going to be having, sort of dignitaries, if we're having sort of dignitaries coming on here, the last thing I want is, Bill Cosby asking if he can ask a question. Don't want it. Just don't want it at all. So we'll have some more moderators in. We can actually start getting people kicked out of the chat from in the future, because this will be filled with people who actually genuinely want to ask questions to some, important club figures at some point, hopefully, if things work out the way I want it to. So yeah, thanks those of you who actually made a decent contribution to this week. Thank you very much. And for those of you who didn't, fuck you. Thanks for the questions, Matthew, Paul, Colin, and Joseph. Thank you for your questions. They were great. Welsh Gamer as well, yeah. And thank you all of you who actually, like I said, made a good contribution. The likes of Paul, the likes of Luke County, Labs, and the usuals. So thank you again, and same time next week. I'll see you again. Thanks for now, and as always, up the County. Cheerio, everybody. Good night. Enjoy. I'm a Celeb.